Hello, lovelies. I'm Amanda Rain with an E, and today we chat. We're not playing anything. We're gonna just watch some rubber duckies float around in a pool, and we're gonna talk about the. Well, I bet you can guess what we're gonna talk about. But let's do it. Let's just watch some
Life.
duckies. CJ, hello.
We'll talk about life.
Life.
I heard you were saying something before I left, and I didn't mean to cut you off, so I came back.
Oh no, you're fine. Why do I have an internal server error on my stream? I don't appreciate that. What? What even is that? I
You've been
can't.
hacked.
Is that actually on the stream? How do I get rid of that?
Hold on, let me look.
That's funny. Oh well. Oh, it's the shout out thing. So, yeah, I fixed it. If I receive any donations, tips, bits and blurps, things like that, anything tonight that costs you money will be split between two very worthy charities, which I will bring up again later. Didn't want to put it on the screen just in case. We don't need those haters up in here. But I just wanted to be here for you guys. I know everybody's sad, angry, scared, you know? And it just didn't feel right to play a game and act like everything was okay. It also didn't feel right to just not be here at all. So this is what we're doing. We're gonna just chill together. I'm gonna put this, move this up here. There we go. So how's it going? How are you? How are you feeling? Anxious? I feel that. One of my callers today asked me if I said, "Did you need anything else today?" And she's like, "Can you give me my sanity back?" And I'm like, "No, ma'am. I do not have any left to give. I'm so sorry." And she understood. It was fine. Look at all these duckies I have. Isn't this great? If only life could be so calm. And you know what? Honestly, as a fucking white woman in America, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to be one. You know? Like I'm just mad. After yeah, cannot afford to be insane. Literally, I'm mad because honestly, the first time this happened, that's when I got to the point that it seems like everybody else is at now. I turned away from friends, family, people that I trusted with my life before that moment. If they told me, if they told me that they voted for him, I just straight up dropped him. I was the most jaded ass bitch the entire time. And like, he got beat the next time, and I'm like, okay, that's great, that's great. Maybe we can move on from this. Fuck no, we can't. Of course we can't. But so now, everybody else is scared and sad and worried and whatever, and I'm just fucking pissed. You know? It's a betrayal. It is a betrayal. All these people that you thought you knew didn't turn out. You know? My own family, the ones that I had left, changed their minds and voted red this year. What the fuck? What the fuck? And like, I don't care if
Hello,
I.
peasants.
Hello, Repo. Repo, my darling dear. You have moved to the absolute tippy top of my people to marry list. Let me tell you. In case anybody doesn't catch that, it's because he's from Canada. I'll marry my way in. If he'll have me. Good news is, I was looking at Washington pretty hard, and they're still solid blue, so that's nice. I'm not, I mean, it doesn't affect me too much. Hey, Gabriel. It doesn't affect me as much as it does other people. I'm not a minority. I have been married and I have children. You know, that doesn't put me firmly in the LGBTQ category. I'm part of it, absolutely, but I don't look like it. I look like a straight white cis female in America, the most privileged of the privileged. By all appearances, that's me. But you know what? My friends aren't. My friends are openly gay, openly trans, set to be deported for one reason or another. One stupid fucking reason or another. Like, even if it doesn't have to affect me personally, it still does. Plus, not only am I a woman, but I have a daughter who's right about the age that reproductive health matters. You know, this shit matters. It really does. But what can I do about it? My voice against 7 million other voices is not going to matter. But like I told all the people who came to me today to tell me how they felt about this, like I told them, all we can do is just stick together. Stick together and be strong for each other and be there for each other. Be a safe place for each other. And just maintain that. Nothing's ever gonna get better. We know this. This is fucking America. Nothing gets better. Ever. We just have to keep on keeping on. But anyway, hello new people. Welcome in. How are you feeling today? Hey Echo, how are you? Yeah, I don't know. Even if I don't say anything about it at all, I just felt like I needed to be here, like an open forum, you know? If you have access to my We Are Live voice chat, you're welcome to come in and speak your piece on it. It means you're trusted amongst the community. Not that we don't trust the rest of you, it's just like I know for sure that these people are good to talk. Everybody else, if you want to participate in chat, you can talk to me, you can talk to each other. This is just a place for us all to be. A virtual hug, if you will. With rubber duckies, because that's fantastic. Keep it rolling. I get the checks and balances would prevent anyone from having too much control. Yeah, but still. It's what prevents most of us from just picking up and leaving, that's for sure. Try my best watching things fall apart around me a little. Yeah, that's all you can do. Which, I mean, it sucks. Like, I understand the protesters and the, you know, the activists and stuff. Like, they're trying to make a difference, but I mean, that can put us in a bad light too. What if it's a protest gone wrong? What if it turns violent, you know? Like, that just hurts. They stop screwing around people. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people were talking about how Kamala didn't even give a statement. She didn't talk to the people during, like, while it still mattered, like while people were still actively voting. She didn't talk to them. She didn't make her statement. And I mean, I was working. I don't know what happened. I didn't follow it closely during the day. I just, you know, I checked in before I went to bed, and there was still a gap. And then when I woke up at like 5 o'clock the next morning, or this morning, I guess, there was this huge lead and he'd already won. And I was like, well, that didn't work out as planned. fan of Biden because I'm old and remember the 80s. Yeah. I mean, everybody's got their problems. Biden's got problems. Obama, like, I mean, I fucking loved Obama. Don't get me wrong. He was so cool. But I'm sure he had problems too. We all know about Bill Clinton. Bush, I mean, George W. was such a silly specimen that he had whole books about his mannerisms and the way that he said things. Like, just making fun of him. Actual published books, like, that you could buy in the grocery store about how he was such a terrible speaker. Like, everybody's got their fucking problems. But it's not the problems, it's the promises. It's the things that they are promising to do. And the shit that Trump's promising to do is the shit that hurts the people that I love. You know? P.S. I'm thinking of starting a fucking commune over there in Washington. A safe space for everybody that I love. So if you're interested, I'm taking applications. We're gonna do something. I don't know. I'm sorry, is there aliens here? Can't see them? Why are we so close? Well, I don't know what just happened, but alien ducks, I guess. I've been following politics since the 80s, and the two worst presidents you had were back-to-back, Bush and Obama. You think Obama was one of the worst? Really? Why? Do tell. Not like a sex commune, like a safe place to live. Where do I sign up? I have plenty of people who would want to. In my inbox. The more people I get, the bigger and better place we can afford. You know what I mean? Let's get us that 10-bedroom mansion in the hills. Did he really? I think I was too teenager to know that stuff. Was it that long ago? Was I a teenager? No. -4 from Biden, -4 for Trump. Obama was before Trump, right? Man, I was that old? What the hell? Yeah, see, problems. He's among the best in popular opinion, but he's still bad. And like, there's some, I'm not gonna lie about it, there's some stuff that I am pleased about. Things that I don't talk openly about because it could get me in trouble right now. But a lot of the things that could get me in trouble right now may soon change, and I will no longer be in trouble for those things. So that's good. But again, it's promises, and they're empty promises until they're fulfilled. So we'll see about that. But Trump himself, and the fact that the Senate, the House, all of them, they're all red. That's what's scary. The president's just a dude. Like, he has the ideas, but he doesn't actually have the power. Hi, Brandon.
I must consume drink.
He doesn't actually have the power. The senators do. So for all of them to be Republicans as well, that's what's scary. Like, the first time he was elected, like, literally everybody I knew thought that it was a joke. Like, thought that they couldn't possibly be serious. And so I think they voted for him to be funny. And then we didn't learn from our mistakes, apparently. But like, Schwarzenegger was over in California, You know, it wasn't an obscene idea for somebody like Trump to be running for president, but he was just running, right? Like nobody thought he would really be. What the hell? Calling people that was stupid. Yeah. But did it hurt anything? No. They still voted for him. All three branches makes checks and balances null and void. Oh, hi, Alamon. How are you? I did not see you come in. We're bitching. We're here. If everything's red, then he would have the power. Yeah, everything is red. Like, I haven't even looked at it today because I was fucking working and everybody was in a mood today, let me tell you. And you could tell. You could tell just from talking to them about the stupid shit that I talk about at work. You could tell who was gloating and you could tell who was crying. And it was sad. I mean, they're not even talking about anything remotely related to politics. And you could still tell. Let's go to CNN. That's where I was looking at this crap. Like, I'm most mad that I have to look at that motherfucker for the next 4 years again. Oh, God, he was in the news every single day. Okay, so the Senate's at 52. They needed 50. And then the House, they need 10 more to win, but they're in the lead. So the stock market surges after Trump wins back presidency. The frick. I saw it coming. I'm sneaking in for me too. Yeah, I've said it a couple times now, but just in case, I didn't feel right, like, just playing a game like nothing was wrong. I also did not feel right not streaming at all. So, like, this platform here is just so we can all be together and talk about this in a safe space and not be judging and not be worried. And any of you that have access to my voice chat, you are welcome to come in and talk with your mouth if you want to. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to participate in chat. But if you have access to my live chat right now, you are vetted enough to speak your piece. Did I have some laughs up for you when I woke up looking at Twitter? Yeah. Whole vibe of Tesla owners saying I'll give everyone money, or that thing that bets on the election. Right? Everything today's been uncomfortable when dealing with people. Is the game sound really loud? Is this music overwhelming me? I can't tell. They don't have a super majority, but they do have majority in polls now. Yeah. Like, technically, they need however many to win, but, like... Stock market did go big today, but I don't know about that. I want to be prepared for what's in the future. These promises are like hot air. Yeah. We need more than a simple majority to get around a few things. Judicial, Senate, executive. Yeah. Like... The problem with it all is the uncertainty, and I am going to turn this down because it's kind of freaking loud. Hold on. Shush yourself. Shush yourself. Okay. Anyway, it's not so much the promises necessarily, it's the uncertainty. Are the promises going to be kept? Are they going to be broken? Are they going to be kept on day one? Is it going to take 2 or 3 years? It's like you can't prepare for something that you don't know for certain is coming, because then you're a prepper, which there's nothing wrong with being a prepper, but it can be overwhelming. You can be completely consumed with the need to be prepared, and it takes over your life. And that's no way to live either. So it's just, the uncertainty is so strong with that man. He's blowing hot air up their asses. But is he? He's a fucking felon. in the White House. He's literally, I mean, I guess not literally, but he's figuratively getting away with murder. You know? Who's to say his promises aren't real? He's got the money. He's got the support of over half the country. I mean, if he doesn't do it himself, look at the January 6th incident that he did not instigate. His people will fulfill his promises one way or another. And that's what's scary. Because you can't even hardly defend yourself anymore without being worried that you're the one that's going to go to prison, you know? I can't go to prison. I've got these kids. You know, how am I supposed to do anything? Look, that's me, right in the middle, the mama duck with the 3 babies. It's me. Felon twice impeached, yeah. Okay, so 2025, I actually looked into that today, on my lunch break. Like, that's one of those uncertain things. Like, he's really trying to distance himself from 2025. And the people who are in charge of it have made a public statement saying that he technically has nothing to do with it. But a lot of people that were on his team during his first term, they are part of it. Like, these are their ideas, which technically they probably got from him. But he personally, allegedly, has nothing to do with it. So who knows on that one? January 6th just washed over folks' heads, right? Like, it was such a big deal at the time, and then they just forgot about it. Felon rapist proven racist, 6 times bankruptcy, including a fucking casino. January 6th folks will be pardoned. Yeah. Kamala put mothers in jail because their kids were not going to school. She sent her lawyers to try and prevent people getting out of jail to keep them as slave labor, and she argued in court to not get a DNA test that freed a man. People still think she was a good idea to put on the ticket. No. We're not saying that. It's the choice between something bad and something worse. Like, Kamala wasn't elected. She wasn't nominated, however you want to say that. The party itself chose her, I guess. Or just chose for... I don't even know how that happened. I don't remember. But like, it was an abnormal thing. Like, normally they've got like all the candidates, you know? Like, I remember seeing Trump up there with like 12 other people that were maybe gonna be the person running for president. That didn't happen this time. It's just like, boom, Kamala versus Trump. The entire thing is people from his picks. That's why I think the clown was a better choice. He claimed it as his platform early in the campaign, then took a step back, but... Oh, okay, for Project 2025. Everything he has said from the campaign trail. Yeah, I mean, it's 900 pages long. Like, I've looked into it, like, I've gotten the gist of it, but I haven't gotten 900 pages into it yet. And I'm kind of scared, too, because, like, I don't need nothing else to worry about, man. Knowing it isn't going to prevent it. So I don't know if I want to take the time to get pissed off about it, honestly. At least you stood for women's rights and tried to make an effort towards affordable housing. In 2020, I streamed during election night and I had Vote Kanye in my title. A guy hearing voices was better than the 2 then, right? The answer's just as bad, and I don't see Trump lasting the 4 years being capable. Oh yeah, that's like all over my feed today, is that it's actually Vance's presidency. Like, Trump's probably going to be in charge the first several months, maybe the first year, but then it'll just get handed over to Vance. What this election came down to was the better of 2 evils. Sure, she isn't the best candidate, but she was better than choosing someone who proved himself worse. Exactly. I don't think having a clown as president would be better. Like, the whole world is already laughing at us. Do we have to keep making it worse? It's embarrassing to be an American. I don't care who you voted for. It's fucking embarrassing to be an American. People that say they still want to come here? Bro, why? We're all trying to get out. Why? Like, give me any, not like a third world country, let's not be stupid, but give me any like regular place that somebody could move to, and I could probably give you 10 reasons like that as to why they're better than America. Like, can we buy an island and make our own country? If we get enough people for the commune, yeah. Yeah, sure can. I don't even have to be El Presidente. I will not be your queen. We're gonna put somebody that knows what they're doing in charge, and I'll just cook the food. I'm good at that. Yep, and you have the right to disagree, Repo. We're not here to judge anybody. Like, I mean, if you came in here as an American and said you voted for Trump, I would just ask you why. You know? Like, we're not here for hatred. Now, like, my own family, knowing full well how it affects me and mine, and still voting for him. Hell, how it affects them and still voting for him. Man, I drop my family like hot potatoes. Goodbye. Whatever. I have one family member left, and I'm part of 7. Okay? 1. And him, I'm not sure of. But yeah, you haven't lived under him being in office. It's way worse than it seems. I removed someone on my friends list today. I removed somebody that I was following. There was a lot of silence in my friends list, which, like, I only have like 40 people on my Facebook. Like, it's very, very small. So it's kind of already vetted. And when they get sad, they get quiet. So basically the only people that were outspoken about it were the ones who would vote for Trump, and they weren't on my friends list in the first place. So, you know, just a couple places I was following, a couple people I was following, I dropped them. But like, actual friends, I took care of that 4 years ago. He's been shot at twice. Someone's gunning for him, which sucks to think about. Like, you don't want him to die, but someone else keeps sending folks to try to. But are they really? Like, not to be a conspiracy theorist, but are they really? Or was it just a show? Like, to gain sympathy points or whatever. Anyone that says if you support X, remove me, I will. I don't care if X is Trump, Kamala, Trudeau, Xi Jinping. Yeah, no, like, that's kind of what I'm doing with this. Like, if you want to come in here and openly be hateful and or be gloating about the win or whatever, like, if you're gonna show your ass to everybody, I'll kick your ass out. But if people can be kind and respectful of each other, like, you know, I don't hate you for voting the way that you vote. I don't hate you for having your political beliefs. I don't hate you for being a Canadian. You know, fucking jealous, but I don't hate you for it. This is not a place for hatred. You just have to respect each other. Freaking ads. I'm ripping you into conspiracy theory right now, don't mind me. I forgot to turn off the ads, I'm so sorry. Alamon stirs the pot with thoughts on SCOTUS, and GC warns of impending doom. Oh no. Stanley. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that so much. The only one that I know would have a problem accepting someone would be Zelensky, because he works with a real Nazi. Oh, not sure if I can type the NA word on Twitch. I don't know if you can either. Thank you so much, Stanley. I appreciate that very much. My charities of choice are Planned Parenthood and Rainbow Refugee. Just so you know. There's also... Oh, what did that say? Sorry, creeper came in. Where's my mouse? Oh. There's also a separatist movement going on in Germany right now. Sweden is apparently paying people to move back to their own countries. The world is pretty much on crack right now. Thank you for subscribing, Stanley. I need a hug. We all need a hug. That's what we're here for. And you'll all be pleased to know that CJ came up with the amazing title. I was like, what do I even put for my tags? And he said, just do what you normally do. And I'm like, what? Multiplayer survival? And then he realized that's exactly what we're doing here. This is one big multiplayer survival game. And we're not doing so well. We're playing like I play. Hey, we got a random emote. Sweet. Now I want to fight. Well, hug us and fight the others. Hug us before you go to jail for fighting. Homegirl poked me and then I spawned into the rabbit hole and I'm gonna swing. Oh no. Who poked you? Me? I'm sorry. Should have seen the float on Halloween in Pennsylvania. A bunch of Trump supporters made the float in a kids parade. Like, they were dragging Kamala, you know, a black woman chained to the back. Really? Chained to the back of the car, being dragged through the streets? Bro. I'm not sure fully where you are in the conversation, but my input is it's complete garbage that this is the state of the world. Yeah. It's a repeating conversation where it's just an open forum to say what we need to say. But yeah, like, we got the Canadians, the Australians, the Europeans, everybody looking at us and just, like, they're not even laughing at us anymore. They're just like, that's fucking sad. That is fucking sad. It's awful. They let the thing go through the parade. Folks didn't even bat an eye until questioned by the news the next day. Yeah, they are laughing, for sure. But you know what I mean, though. Like, at this point, they expected it to happen. And they're just kind of... You know that emoji face that just has, like, the lines, the straight lines for the eyes and the mouth, and it's just like... that sort of face. That's, yeah. We've learned absolutely nothing from the 1900s. Legit. Legit. Oh, but yeah, so Planned Parenthood, obviously, is, they do reproductive health, you know, access to birth control and, you know, abortion and all the things. And then, Rainbow Refugee is one that I just found today, actually. I think they're doing good work. They're a Canadian not-for-profit that, helps, like, LGBTQ, HIV positive, like, people that are discriminated against for being who they are. They help them come to Canada as refugees, which is a long, fucking crazy process, apparently. But they help. Planned Parenthood gone, sexual security gone, women's reproductive rights gone, gay rights gone. Yeah. And the people... I'm not going to say who, because that's their business, but, like, so the immigrant thing, right? Everybody knows Trump wants the immigrants gone. That's common knowledge. But do you think about the people that are like 30, 40, 50 years old even, who have lived in this country their entire life, but they were born somewhere else, and for whatever multitude of reasons, maybe they don't have the paperwork that proves that they belong here. Guess who's getting deported? They maybe they've never visited the country that they were born in. They don't speak the language. They don't know anybody there. Their whole life, they've been here. These are the people getting deported. They pay their fucking taxes. They have social security numbers. But because they don't have the proper paper trail from 40 years ago, they're at risk of being deported to a country they've never even seen. And this isn't just shit I'm making up. This is a conversation that I had today with one of the people that this directly affects. Fucking terrified that in, 2 months, they're gonna get deported? Like, what the hell? Yeah, even though his own wife is an immigrant, what the fuck? A couple of students that attend the University of Alabama got texts about being picked up in a van and being driven to a plantation to pick cotton. No need to be a closet racist anymore, right? Trump's mass deportation plan will cost the country not only so much directly, but also just get rid of so much of the country's workers. That's how he's gonna get out of this. He's gonna deport us. Just wanted to stop in and applaud you for giving a platform
That
for people.
escalated quickly.
It does, Cowboy. Welcome in. Giving a platform for people to talk about this. I can't without saying a bunch of hurtful things, but I'm sad, angry, disgusted, all bad emotions for what is happening, and I'm fucking scared for our future. I did not feel right playing a game and acting like nothing was happening, but I also did not feel right not being here. And like I said earlier, I don't know if you were here for that or not, but you are welcome to say whatever it is that you want to say. This is a safe space, and if anybody comes in here hating, they're gone. All right? If they voted for Trump, we respect that. But we want to know why. If you didn't vote at all, okay. All right? We can say what we're going to say. If anybody wants to come in here and show their ass, I'll show them the door. But beyond that, we just respect each other. You say what you need to say, honey. Illegal immigrants should be deported. I know too many that want to come legally that can't because of red tape, but anyone that walks through the forest are welcome. Yeah, like that's, I mean, I'm a big Hamilton fan. Immigrants, we get the job done. Like, I'm not opposed to people immigrating. I'm not saying the illegal ones should be deported, but like the ones that are actually trying, like the one that I mentioned earlier, or the ones that did spend their whole life here, like the requirement's only like 5 years. Like 5 years. We should link up. Who, you and Dio? Yeah. Link up with Dio. She's good people. What was I saying? Oh, people that have lived here their whole lives, or even like 10, 15 years, like they should just qualify. They've been here their whole fucking life. They should not have to worry about this. They pay their goddamn taxes. We gave them a social security number. It's like, what do you mean you're gonna get deported? What do you mean? Straight up, full-blooded Americans don't pay their taxes half the time. What the fuck? Moist Critical couldn't even get Australian gamers in for a tournament. 5 years to start the process, about 13 to complete. Yeah, but I mean, like, you have to be at least 5 years to qualify unless you're married, and then it's 3. Watch my family fall apart over this fucking asshole. I believe people still support this man and don't understand how they can't see what he's done to the country and the mentality here. It's awful. I agree. They could at least just give paperwork to immigrants who aren't here with legal documents but have been here for a while. Like, if you have a social security card, if you own a business, if you know, you have invested into this country, I feel like you have the right to stay. If you just came in and you're mooching, for lack of a better word, if you're just mooching off of everybody else, then no. Like, if you're a genuine refugee, absolutely. But like, if you're just coming in to take and take and take, thank you for the follow, I appreciate you. If you're just coming in to take and take and take, then, you know, you don't deserve to be here. You have to invest in the place that you're trying to get to. I don't know why my follower goal is happening twice, but thank you. Anyone who doesn't get in through immigration at the border should be sent back to the U.S. automatically. Trump doesn't pay his taxes, so fuck that reference. Trump is a felon. Nothing he does matters. Nothing he does matters. Just ridiculous. Trump's gonna give Elon Musk a government job, and that's actually insane. Isn't he from South Africa? Like, isn't Elon Musk an immigrant? Or is that just his parents? I don't remember. When the discussion of immigration comes up, I think the priority and angle of discussion shouldn't be who should stay. I think it's better to say why we should make them leave. Or why should we make them leave? Yeah, I mean, it's not a competition, but just my personal opinion is that if you, in this situation, if you want to stay, then you need to be somebody who's investing in the country. Am I investing in the country? I pay my taxes, I guess. But, you know, I was made in Canada, but I was unfortunately born here, so I do not get that sweet, sweet dual citizenship. I am not an immigrant. But I was close. Like 1 month sooner, I would have been born in Canada. International law is that they have to go to the closest country. Is it? Is that the rule? Canada would only receive American refugees. That's true. Canada or Mexico. This country was founded on immigration and church, not having anything to do with government. Yeah, look how well church worked out too. What the hell? In a growing world where technology has made us more connected and influence can come from anywhere, does physical space matter that much? No. But... oh yeah, Space Force. I forgot Space Force was a thing. Them aliens can come down here anytime. See, like, I don't follow it all closely. I've got enough shit to worry about. I got my kids, I got this job, I got the streaming, I've got my own nonsense to worry about. So I just like vaguely know all these things. And that's where you guys come in. You can tell me what I'm missing. Not that I want to hear it, but this is reality, so we should know what we're dealing with. You will have RFK Jr. reforming the FDA. That is a good thing in my opinion. Technically, in my opinion too, but only partially. Like, he's got some good ideas, but I feel like it's also a lot of dangerous ideas, which I'm not going to get into that because my beliefs in that regard can get me in trouble, and I'm not talking about it. But I don't think he personally was a bad choice. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Also, I'm so thankful you guys are all here. I appreciate your banter. Nobody needs to be alone right now. I got you, man. Thank you for stopping by though and you know, participating. I appreciate you. Go punch a pillow. More trade food and nutrition section. Yeah, for sure. And like he's kind of against like big pharma, you know. You should definitely block me. Wait, what? Why? Why should he block you? Oh, what was I saying? Oh, like a bunch of remedies and treatments and things that we don't have access to because it's not FDA approved. He's trying to get approval for that stuff. He's trying to make it accessible to us. And honestly, if he went like the European route with, you know, revamping our food supply, absolutely. Everything we eat is a chemical cocktail. And over there, the same thing has like 2 ingredients. You know? Having people who are for the corporations over the actual populace overhauling anything is as dumb as it gets, to be honest. Yes, FDA needs redone. Most of these agencies need reworked, not by people who just want to line their own pockets. Yeah. That's why I'm like, we'll see. Like, is he going to make these changes? Are the changes going to be for the worse? You know, why is he so adamant about making these changes? Like, I agree with a lot of the things he's proposing, but it's still scary. Just looking at Fruit Loops, you have 19 additives. Canada ones have 2. Exactly. Unlike there was one, it was the Quaker oatmeal, like strawberries and cream, back when it was actually like the neon hot pink pieces of strawberry in it, and it was actually good. The list of ingredients was like as long as the palm of your hand. And then the one for Europe was oats and strawberries and like some sort of dairy something to make it creamy tasting. That's it. It had like 3 or 4 ingredients. It was ridiculous. Now, does ours taste better? Yeah. Are they healthier for eating that same breakfast? Absolutely. Like, there's so much wrong with us health-wise as a country, and it's gotta be at least 80% because of the food. It's gotta be. Like, I've tried to be more like mindful of that, and I've got a list of shit that I can't even touch food-wise, but even so, either it's prohibitively expensive to eat that way, or it just straight up doesn't exist. You'd have to eat like a completely made from scratch raw materials to the table, like farm to table sort of stuff, to get away from all the chemicals. And even then you've got like the pesticides, the whatever they're injecting into the animals, whatever they're spraying over the fields, like even then chemical upon chemical upon chemical. It's ridiculous. What's that, cowboy? I've never been sick from eating food in Cuba, but I have been sick eating food in the US. Say goodbye to environmental protections too. Those make corporations psychological more or can't do things. The agencies need that vast rework. Everything works in theory, but not in practice. When it comes down to products, my theory is that they put all of these additives so they can stay on shelves longer and therefore eventually get bought, putting money in the pocket of the corporations. Well, and if you go back to Big Pharma, if they keep us sick, the money keeps flowing medically. They're getting those sweet, sweet insurance payouts, or the sad sacks like me that have to pay for it ourselves. They're getting money out of our pockets, Pay for those pills so that you can survive another day. Trump doesn't care about the American people. All he cares about are his minions and what they can do to bolster his ego and pocketbook. We are screwed if we don't fit into his algorithm. Yeah. Oh, pay more. How did it change pay to psychological? Trump is absolutely going to repeal every climate protection law that Biden put in. Oh, he's probably just going to do a full wipe of whatever Biden did. He's only going to make it legal for only 2 genders, no others. Yeah, like, I don't know that he would make it illegal to be a different gender or whatever, but there's definitely talk about there not being protections for, like, gay, trans, non-binary, whatever, just that whole, oh, knocked my fan over, that whole subsection of America. Just, they work so hard to get the rights that they have, they spent so long waiting. I remember when certain states first allowed gay marriage, and how fucking happy they were that finally they could marry the person that they loved. And it's like shit like that they're talking about repealing or getting rid of those rights. Like, they worked so hard for so long, and they're just gonna have it taken away because some big bully thinks that he's right. Nah, man. He clearly doesn't respect women, which makes women's rights a scary topic. I'm like, personally with abortion, like I'm pro-choice unless it's my choice. Like I would never do that, but that doesn't mean that I judge you for doing it. And I have been in that position before, and I chose adoption instead of abortion. But that doesn't make me better than anybody else. It doesn't mean that what I chose was right. It's just, for me personally, that was my choice. So, you know, I deserved the right to make that choice, just like everybody else does. They were already worried, and it had already happened, that they have to go to like different states to get care. And now that he's back, that's only going to get worse. Like, there's just so much that's going to get worse. We just have to, like, not put on a happy face about it, but like I said, just stick together. Just be strong and know who you can trust, and know who's going to be there for you if you need them to be, and know who you want to live in your commune with you. End of story. None of the Democrats are claiming that Trump stole the election. Yeah, no, we don't do that. Fair sense, yeah. Only got one Earth that we know of. So best keep those climate laws, but I believe he will repeal them so we can start drilling oil again, and you know how that goes, yeah. We know who voted the Cheeto in, exact same states as 2016, if you look at the maps, yeah. Yeah. I am glad that the states that I was looking at for zero political reasons whatsoever turned out to be blue states. Personally, I lean more libertarian, but libertarians never win. So, as far as like the two main parties, I guess I would be Democrat, but like that's not even me. Like I'm so far left, I fell off into libertarianism. But it definitely just seems like Kamala only performed so badly because she's a woman. Like, look at how well Biden did, and he's always been less capable than Kamala. She just, like, I don't understand her. She came off as ditzy. Like, a stereotypical woman, not how we really are. Like a legally blonde type of woman. That sort of thing. Like, she just repeats herself over and over and over. She comes off as dumb, which you know she isn't. She couldn't possibly be and be in the position that she's in. But she comes off as a ditzy, dumb girl. You know? Why? Why would you do that? You had the opportunity to run the country. Ugh. Well, no, they weren't going to let a woman in the seat. Well, it's a man's world, baby. When 0% of votes were counted in the southern states, they already marked it as confirmed win for Trump. Yeah, I saw that. Kamala is unlikable. She needs prep to talk. She was a lawyer. Yeah, but like she had so much time. Like she had to know how it all works, right? I mean, she's been vice president for 4 years. She had time. At least she was coherent, yeah. Nobody knows what the hell Donald's rambling on about. I don't even know, like, I don't even look at who is posting it anymore because it's just so common. But they'll put, like, this wall of words that if you glance over it makes no sense whatsoever. And it's just, like, the latest thing that Trump has said. It's impressively bad. I believe it came down to her being a woman at the root of it. I don't think that people who are committed to the Democratic Party were okay with having a woman over a country. Well, but aren't we the ones that are all about women's rights and, you know, equality and stuff like that? Shouldn't matter to the Democrats, right? It's a massive shame we never got Bernie in the first place. Oh my god, I loved Bernie. Now, he also has problems, but I loved him. He was... Oh, man. He was something else. I'm not a political person. I don't get into politics, ever. But when Bernie Sanders was in the running, man, I had hope. I, of all people, had hope. So, it was really sad for me whenever he stepped down. But oh well. I mean, he's the closest we ever had to somebody who was libertarian actually maybe being president. Reminds me of a nice grandpa, right? I got 20 rubber ducks. Sweet. We've had Donald's career shoved in our faces since I was a child by media. Yeah, he's always been around. He was on friggin' Sesame Street back in my day. Trump Tower over in Chicago. That's a thing still. I think. I mean, didn't he say that he wasn't even like taking a paycheck from his presidency last time? That was like a big selling point. Did he actually take one? I don't even know. Is he gonna this time? I think the first time I saw Donald Trump was when watching Home Alone. Oh yeah, I forgot he was in that. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what that guy just said, but it sounded cool. Problem here is the two political parties. People get so wrapped up in red and blue that people are afraid to vote for independents because the vote doesn't really count. You end up being stuck with voting for the lesser of two evils. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we could have just voted libertarian for the past 20 years straight, America would be fixed. In a extreme nutshell, the libertarian mindset is do as you will and it harm none. Just like I think it's the witches, whatever it's called. Like, do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt anybody else. You want to make your yard be made of flowers? Go ahead. You want to jump off the Eiffel Tower? I mean, as long as you have already secured a cleanup team. You know, just do whatever the fuck you want, however the fuck you want, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. That's the gist. Leave me and myself alone and do what you want to do. Whether he did take the 400K or not, didn't need to with as much as he funneled off in bribes or staying at his businesses. Yeah. I think also the issue is candidates like Jill Stein kind of just disappear for 3 years of the cycle and only come back a little before the election to be like, I'm a better option than the main two. Yeah, like, who even is that? And I don't doubt that people like Jill Stein are better, but they've got barely any platform to run off of with that strategy. Yeah. We didn't hear anything about Jill Stein this time in Canada. I only found out she was on the ballot when I woke up this morning. Yeah, like, I don't even bother looking at who's running for independent because it's a pointless vote. It doesn't matter how bad I want them to be in charge. Like, what was his name? Pete Buttigieg? Buttigieg? However you say his name. He was running, and I was interested in him, but, you know, he wasn't one of the big wigs. He wasn't, Buttigieg. He's from South Bend, I think. That's just up the way from me. Well, it's like 2 hours, but still. Buttigieg. Pete. Oh, Pete. Just call him that. That's because anybody besides Republican or Democrat has a huge disadvantage because they don't have the money to back them. I mean, that too. Buttigieg. Buttigieg? Is that what you're trying to get me to say? Buttigieg? No. It's just old Pete. We'll just call him that. Whatever. And now he's in charge of like the Department of Transportation or something. I don't even know. I don't hear about him anymore. But he was cool because he was not only openly gay, he was married to obviously a gay man. And to have him even considered as an option was such a step up from anything previously. We had a woman, we had a gay man, we had people of color, we had just everybody. It was so great. And it still ended up being a race between two senile old white men. What the fuck? Why does this keep happening? Booty check. I don't know. Thank you for the dance till you're dead. Oh, dude, look at that duck. Hold on. How do I go over to him? How do I do this? I don't know how to actually, like, play this game. I can't move. Give me that duck. Give. I want to see him. Thank you for the bitty bitty bits. I don't know why that's not playing. Hold on. Let me... Where is... Let's try this. Refresh. Oh, what? I've got the blurbs or not? No, I don't. Let me refresh that. Why is it not playing? Okay, well, don't know what's wrong with it, but thank you. Noted. That's a PC deck. How much RAM does it have? I don't know. I just wanted to see the pretty colorful thing on the back. This reminded me of Tommy Tumberville winning a Senate seat in Alabama back in 2021. None or little political training. He was a football coach that was popular. Oh boy. Back it up. Back it up, Terry. Let's go. But anyway, it was just such a promising... Why are all my ducks like red or brown? Look at all those up there. Yucky. It was just such a promising collection of people. And it still turned out to be two crotchety old white guys. Mr. Let's Not Confirm Military Promotions? Question mark. I don't think I've ever heard of Tommy Tumberville, but I don't, like I said, I don't really follow who's in charge beyond the elections, because you know it's going to go one way or the other regardless. Tumberville. Don't know. Go back to digging my doomsday bunker. You are welcome for the platform, and even though you live in a blue state, you are welcome to join my commune if you want to. You were the first person I thought of, and then I was like, wait a minute, she's already okay. Have a great night, Dio. My DMs are always open if you need to scream at me. I will listen. At least we have 2 more months of sanity left, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of already insane, but, yeah. Calm before the storm. It's holding military promotions hostage because bases were closing due to anti-LGBTQ legislations. Oh. I have to go to 10:30 and alarm clock is set to 4. Ew. 4? Yuck. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Keep my marriage proposal in mind. It's the backup plan for the commune. Good night, Repo. Beat out a freaking incumbent senator that used to work for the DA by 20 points because of his popularity. Goodness. Keep me informed. He has to deal with my screamy ass kids. But only for like 3 years, I think. By then they should stop screaming. Hopefully. It's always a popularity contest and who can spend the most on advertising. Yeah, for real. It's just like, I can't believe that the shit that happened in Alexander Hamilton's time is still how we do things today. Like, they didn't even have cars, bro. How are they supposed to know how the world is gonna be in 2024? Things are supposed to change. They're supposed to get better. This just came out. If you're in a same-sex marriage, please make sure your will is updated to refer to your spouse as an individual and by name with specific wishes, and not just reliant on their status as your spouse in the event that your estate needs to be distributed. Additionally, make sure that you have all of the POA and proxy paperwork in place to make sure that your spouse has decision-making power for you, even if legally they may not be recognized as your spouse. If you're in a same-sex marriage with children, I implore you to start the process for second parent adoption. Just having both names on the birth certificate isn't always enough. Just in case anyone here knows anyone who is. I know Dio just left, but there are others, I'm sure.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
And my day is
My day is
ruined.
ruined.
I know, man. I know. Oh, look at that tiny little baby ducky in the corner. What are you doing over there? That was me yesterday. Yeah, that's all of us. It's just been a range of emotions. Like I'm being stupid enough to look at my phone, right? I repeatedly looked at my phone. That was a mistake. I did not want to be awake at 5 o'clock this morning, but there I was. Yeah, like I was just doing my work. I didn't feel like being there, so I kept trying to get like little bits and pieces of time off, but nobody else wanted to work either, so nobody took it. So I worked the whole shift. And it was just like sometimes I was just indifferent, sometimes I felt like I wanted to cry, sometimes I felt overly anxious, and sometimes it was just another Wednesday. It was weird. Went to bed with them both being pretty close. Yeah, when I went to bed, I think she was at like 180 something, and he was 220. But they hadn't announced a lot of the states that could have gone either way. I tried watching John Wick yesterday, but I couldn't because a major historical event was kind of distracting me. Oh, yeah? Can't imagine what that would be. I've never actually seen John Wick, though. I've heard it's good. Sad thing is, majority of the states were almost 50-50. Wasn't many blowouts either way. Yeah. Well, and if you look at the popular vote, like if you actually zoom into the different counties and stuff, there was so little blue. Like it seemed like all of the smaller counties, ones that aren't part of major metropolitan areas, like all of them were red, which was kind of unexpected in some of those states. Like you talk to basically anybody from some of these states and like you just know that they're on your side, so to speak. But then when it comes down to it, there's like a huge like 80% versus 20% like red voters. It's just surprising. This is the first time a Republican candidate has won the popular vote in 20 years. Yeah. It's just, you know, they're the loud ones. They're the ones that speak loudly. And the rest of us who are literally just trying to be good people, maybe we're too quiet. But would it matter if we weren't? Republicans are dangerous to go up against for a multitude of reasons. They're dangerous. And like, you've got to look out for yourself. New Ohio was lost as a damn Trump boulevard. I don't doubt it. Why do I have all these Christmas ducks? It's Halloween, thank you. Is it Christmas time already in the game? Who knows? I never play this. There was like 3 Halloween ducks. Was there? I just straight up missed it. Oh well. I like Christmas. There's just an awful lot of red on my screen. Obnoxious. That one floaty looks like a honey bun donut and it's distracting me. I don't know what else to talk about, honestly. You guys are welcome to say things. Ooh. That's a sexy gingerbread duck there. Thank you for the blur.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
Yeah, I have like no idea what else to talk about. But you guys can talk about things if you want, or we can just sit here and look at ducks. I don't know. I'll keep it up for probably till 10. We'll just chill. Be together. I can't hug y'all, so this is as close as we can get. Yeah, I like them. I wish there was more of a variety. What's everyone doing for Thanksgiving? I am working. They just told us. I'm working on Thanksgiving and Black Friday and probably that following weekend. I don't know yet. I do get to get off an hour earlier this Friday, though, in unrelated news. Hiding in my sheets. How many family fights will occur during Thanksgiving this time around? I don't even think people will go to Thanksgiving. Like, they're not even going to have the opportunity to fight because they're not going to participate. They'll just be like, nope, I'm good. I'm going to eat a turkey sandwich at Panera Bread. Thank you. Goodbye. I haven't had Thanksgiving with my family in like a really long time. And now there's only one family person left, and he doesn't care about Thanksgiving. So I guess it doesn't matter that I'm working. Kids don't eat Thanksgiving food anyways. I don't have anybody else to cook it for this year, so it's whatever. What's everybody hoping to buy on Black Friday? Me? I'm still gonna wish that they put groceries on sale this year instead of TVs. I don't need any more TVs. I need milk. Give me that bread and eggs for 50% off. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything because I don't have any money, but man, it'd be nice if they put those Black Friday deals on groceries. Gotta buy that regardless. I should probably buy my groceries actually. Eating is important. You should remember to eat. Plan to buy things? What are you gonna buy? What are you looking at? Do they have Black Friday deals in other countries? Like, does it coincide with American Black Friday? If you guys don't do Thanksgiving? Or do you just have like Christmas deals? You do have Black Friday. That's kind of funny that, like, they would base it off of the American schedule. Like, is it still the same day? Like, the day after American Thanksgiving? There's an island in the Pacific that's a part of Australian territory that has Thanksgiving, though. So specific. Might become a puddle on the floor. Oh no. You've melted. What have you done with your bones? Bye, Alamon. Thank you for being here and contributing. Appreciate you. You threw away your bones. Oh no. You do need those to function. Man, I love that rainbow spinny duck. I can become the blob. I guess. Just roll around on the floor. We could put you in like sticky stuff so that you could be a lint roller. You could clean up while you're down there. Been kind of tired today. Man, we all been tired today. I'm gonna lay in the bed and think happy thoughts. That sounds like a plan. I've been up literally since 5:30.
January 10th, 1992, a container ship traveling from Hong Kong to Tacoma, Washington.
I'm feeling it.
12 containers overboard. One of them sets loose thousands of tiny yellow plastic ducks.
I wanted to take a nap on lunch, but the kids wouldn't leave me alone, so that didn't happen.
So months later, they start washing up on the coast of Alaska.
As long as I get paid for cleaning up, free room and board, buddy.
Experiment. So from the ducky study, you get real-time data about the currents in the North Pacific. The accidental duck experiment.
The faint talking. It's the radio in the game. Hey Archer, how are you?
Years after they had finished, they're still washing up on beaches around the world.
New payments existing under her roof. Yeah. Spins. Spine? Your spine is killing you? I feel that. We're just hanging out talking about politics and shit. Watching these ducks go on a water slide. You missed the drama. We all tired now. Wish you could still do song requests, but copyright is ass. Yeah, I don't want to do anything that'll take away from the proceeds, since I am doing like a charity thing. It's a kind of low amount, so I'll probably do 100% of proceeds. But you know, if it was like $1 million, then I might want to keep some. I'm gonna snooze those ads because fuck ads. What charities will it go to? Planned Parenthood and Rainbow Refugees. I wasn't super sure on the Rainbow Refugees because it is like specifically Canadian, but they accept all people. And you know, everybody jokes about moving to Canada, so the fact that they're actually helping people who are being discriminated against just for who they love, I appreciate that. They do, let me tell you exactly what they do. It's, a Vancouver-based community group that supports people seeking refugee protection because of persecution based on sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, or HIV status. And not-for-profit registered charity. And then Planned Parenthood, everybody knows what that is. It's gonna get to the point where people would rather move to Mexico. Dude, I heard, thank you very much, Echo. Appreciate that. It's still not working on the screen, but thank you for the bitty bits. I appreciate you. I heard that if you make $1,500 a month, you would be absolutely rich in Mexico. So that's cool. Like, I wish I didn't have the medical thing where I couldn't handle heat, because Mexico would be such a cool place to live. Desert or really humid. Yeah, neither one is good for me. Canada at least is cold, and Vancouver is so welcoming in general. Like, I would love to go to Vancouver even just to visit. So it seems like a really good entry point if you were going to be a refugee. And like I said, I totally pass as a straight white female, period. So like I would be fine in those situations. Like I could play it off like I'm just a regular average Jill. But there's people I love that, you know, they're legitimately worried. I'd be worthless in Mexico. I can't speak Spanish despite being Mexican. My boyfriend is Mexican and he also struggles with speaking it because the grammar. Yeah, I can never get like the gendered words. Like abuelo and abuela for grandma and grandpa, that makes sense to me. But like if you're just talking about an object, but like a girl is holding it or something, I don't remember the exact rules, but like the words themselves are gendered and I just always forget. It's like that in Italian too. I tried to learn Italian. Why did I try to learn Italian? I don't freaking know. It's very common in European languages that all nouns are gendered. English kind of just got rid of that. Yeah. I don't know why it's like so hard for me to wrap my head around. And like I'm always saying the wrong one. It's not even just O or ah. Like it's there's different words entirely in some cases. I just refused to learn. In school I struggled because people always told me what to do and something in my mind just said no. See, in school we didn't do Spanish, we did German. And then when I was an adult, I tried to learn Italian. So I've never really tried to learn Spanish. Arizona's the best place to learn Spanish. A few teachers learned how to get me to do stuff by requesting and offering to help. Yeah. I'm snoozing these ads for the record, but they're gonna get us pretty soon. I can only snooze it 3 times. But I mean, we're not really super talking anymore anyways. It's okay. Can't get me because I just subscribed, fool. Yeah, you did. I appreciate you. Hey, thank you, Echo. So I gotta say right. Thank you for the bitty bitty bits. Oh, bro, what if I deleted my... Oh, no, I didn't actually. It's still there. I was gonna say, what if I deleted my Stream Elements thing whenever I was messing with the text, but it's there. I've refreshed it, so maybe it'll work next time. Alamon's my savior from the ads here. Yeah. I mean, it's 3 minutes, which is kind of a long time, but it only happens once an hour instead of like once every 20 minutes. The general consensus is that that's better. In English, we still gender nouns for animals for some reason, and also professions sometimes. True. Or like we do, like for the mail carriers, it's a male person, male man, male woman. Like just call them mail carriers. That's what they do. I used to have a pink flamingo in my yard and it was my favorite part of the decor. I love tacky stuff. Happy thoughts over. Are you having bad thoughts now? I don't know if I told you, but we have the Grimace shake and I'll show you. Yeah, you said you had one and it was so good. I think you told me when we were playing Lethal. Rolling on the floor is helping me feel better. Whatever works, man. You can reach around and give yourself a hug. Pat yourself on the back. Eat some pizza. I don't know. I don't even have any pizza. I would just go back to 100%ing RDR, but right now I don't feel like it. Gotcha. I might get onto DayZ just to suck at punching zombies. I'm still trying to figure that game out before I actually stream it. Dude, that makes me feel lonely. Don't feel lonely. We're all here. Just do it. Do it right now while you're with all of us. It'd be like a group hug. It is 7 minutes till 10 o'clock. I'm gonna say speak now or forever hold your peace. Actually, no, y'all are welcome to talk about whatever you want in any of my streams at any time. This is just probably going to be the only stream dedicated to talking it out. Group rolling on the floor session. If I roll on the floor, I will not be able to get back up. You all will have to help me. I will become a permanent floor resident. No, do not give me an ad. Thank you. I refuse. Being 23 is a blessing. Yeah. To be fair, I couldn't even do it when I was 23. I've had these back issues for a long time. Thank you, Echo. I will appreciate the help. Any last words, my beloved viewers? My mother broke her back falling out of a tree, so I'm sure she feels you on that. Oh my god. My mother actually caused my issues. I don't know if I've ever told that story. But, she was, like a super Christian and an avid Trump supporter, for the record. She was a super Christian, and the part of the Bible that says, like, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, or whatever, she took that literally and beyond. And, like, if me and my siblings, if we did anything to each other, it would be returned to us tenfold, basically. To me. I don't remember her doing it to any of the other kids, even though we were kids and we were always fighting. But, like, I can't remember if I just brushed against my sister or if I actually just, like, lightly pushed her or shoved her or whatever. Like, she was not hurt. It was not a big deal. It was just, like, in passing, just a shove. And, my mom then shoved me. I was a little kid. Like, she was at least twice my size. Shoved me all the way across our kitchen into a door and broke my tailbone as retaliation for bumping into my sister. And ever since then, I've had terrible, terrible issues with my back, which only got worse with the disorders that I came down with later on. But yeah, it never healed right. Everything's just hurt my entire life because she did that. Because I bumped into my sister. An eye for an eye will make the whole world blind and will give your daughter severe back pain for the rest of her life. Thank you. Oh yeah, she was. For sure, she was. But, you know, by the time I was old enough to realize that, well, I mean, I realized that when I was 11, which was right around the time that this happened. But, I mean, there wasn't really anything I could do about it. You know, I was just a little kid. And now that I'm an adult, the only thing I can really do is just go no contact with her, which is what I did. That's why I don't talk to my mom. I very hesitantly stayed friends with my brothers who were still kind of up her ass. But the sister that took her side in my parents' divorce, I completely wrote her off. My other sister is very anti-mom as well, so we were still cool until I found out that she voted for Trump. Yeah, like the only person I have left in my family is my fucking dad, so, and he's a geezer who could honestly kick the bucket at any time, so that's sad. I went from 7 people in my family to soon to be none. But whatever, that's just part of it. You gotta make those choices. I'm not okay with people being like that in my own personal life. I'll be kind and respectful to all of you guys and, you know, online with strangers or whoever. But when it's my family and they fucking know better, nope. It's not gonna fly with me. Yeah, she's hella abusive. And my parents did not just get divorced, mind you. My mom cheated on my dad for a whole year and then decided that she was going to move in her new boyfriend to her marital home while my dad still lived there. And he just needed to be okay with that. Her reasoning, remember, super Christian, her reasoning was that God says we need to love everyone. And I'm like, Mom, he said love everyone, not fuck them. And she was so offended. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to talk to you anymore. Ever. And then I didn't. And that was like 10 years ago. So cool. I would have wanted calling the cops because what the fuck? I know, right? But I mean, I didn't think of that at the time. My parents were buddy-buddy with the cops. Like, would they have even done anything? Unlikely. Yeah, this ad starts in 5 minutes. I cannot skip it. I think we're gonna leave before that happens. I do appreciate y'all so much for being here. I'm sorry you've had a terrible day. I'm sorry that this shit has happened. But I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate... I know, adultery is a sin! What the fuck? Anyway, I appreciate you all contributing, both with your voices and, you know, some of you financially. I appreciate that. Once I receive the proceeds, they will be split off into the charities. 100%, forget that it says 50. I will donate 50% to each of them, to make a total of 100. And just remember that this is always a safe space for you. Doesn't matter if I'm playing a game or not. My DMs are open, my Discord is open, and this stream will always be a safe space for you to exist however you feel is right. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Until next time. Love you. See you. Bye-bye.